What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Steven. This is Steven in Stereo, and in today's video, we're diving into Reneé Rapp's newest album, Bite Me. I'm really excited about this. I hadn't listened to Snow Angel in a little bit, so I've been listening to that a lot in anticipation for this record. And what I really love about Reneé Rapp is her ability to have these like very emotional power ballad moments that have almost like a rock feel to them, while at the same time still being able to deliver that pop kind of sound as well, with really vulnerable and emotional lyricism. So I'm really excited for this record. If you guys want to check out the full album listening party version of this record and support my page, you guys can check it out on Patreon. I also have the full album listening party to Snow Angel as well, so you guys can check that one out as well. But before we get into today's video, I'm just going to ask you guys to drop a like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram. I post a lot over there. I'm always doing something. But yeah, with all those things out of the way, if you can't tell, I'm very excited right now. So we're going to start right away with Leave Me Alone. Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, that is heavy right there. Leave me alone, bitch. I want to have fun. Oh. Damn. Those guitars are so heavy. That's fucking so sick. Oh, I dig this from her. Yo, that delivery's sick. Fucking cool. Woo! Oh! That's the motto right there. Hey! So I feel like, first off, what a great way to start this album. Judging by the amount of streams this song has, this might have been probably the first single she put out for this, maybe. The intensity for this is great. Just like I said in the intro, I love this sort of like rock kind of feel that I get from Reneé Rapp's first record anyways. And I love the double and even triple down that kind of happens here. I love the lyricism too. This idea, I mean, there are like specific things she's talking about in here, but it almost feels like a overwhelming middle finger to just basically everyone. Like Reneé Rapp is doing what she wants to do in her life, whether it's relationships or fun or whatever the case may be. And she doesn't want anyone to fucking continue to put that, continue to try to take that from her. And I also really like where the sound goes with this because of that, because I like that it is like an edgier sound. I like that it's heavier, rock, rebellious, because with this kind of message, that's the exact vibe you want right there. And of course, her vocals are really cool, but I really love this sort of like, sometimes it's almost like it's just kind of like spoken or like shouted kind of feel she does here. Again, it really matches that punk sound, but at the same time, it's just like, it seems so her. Like, I don't know a ton about her on a personal level, but the interviews that I've seen from her, she has such a mood about her, and I love it so much because you can feel it through the song. All right, this is Mad. Take 5, we've been at it all night. Not sorry in the world, I ain't already said. Oh, I love her over that bass. Oh, it sounds like late 90s. Yes. Oh, this song is reminiscent of a lot of what I've listened to on Snow Angel, and this is a style I really love from her. This is what I was saying when I say she mixes that rock sound with a little bit of that like rock ballad kind of feel as well. This is totally a great example of that. Yes. Oh, and the harmony. Oh, the harmony is so good too, because they have like a really cool, like higher range from her, and then that really awesome low end from her. Let's do that again right here. Oh, with that breathiness there. Oh, love the shouted vocals. Woo! Whoa. Oh, fuck. Heavy drum. Fuck. The fact that she's able to like do these big ballad moments with so much personality to them too is I think what I love so much. Like it's cool to be able to approach a song with this attitude and also with like, you know, the vocal ability behind it to really make your point across, which I feel like in this moment, it's just that call out. It's like being in a relationship with somebody who they want to get mad about every single thing that happens. And I'm not saying that sometimes you're not valid in being upset with things that happen with your partner, but like there are certain personalities. I happen to know some of them, in my family life that it seems like no matter what the circumstance, and maybe it's just passive aggressive and like they don't know how to communicate it, so they just like shut down or become very angry, mad, or whatever the case may be. And the problem with that is like you do waste so much of your life. Like if you have an opportunity to choose to be mad or upset, if you're going to stay with that person, you might as well find a way to make things better, because at the end of the day, you're ruining that relationship, which is exactly what happened here. There was that one moment where she like, I think it's in the bridge right there where she kind of breaks character for a second. And that's the kind of stuff that I love a lot from the personality that comes through in her music, is I like when she kind of breaks that wall. I don't know the exact spot that it happens. I'm not going to try to find it. Otherwise I'm going to listen to the whole song again. But I do feel like that is something that is, I'm starting to realize is a little bit of like a signature move from Reneé, which I really dig. All right. Why is she still here? Love all the guitars in this record.
Tell me you don't love her, but you should probably tell her to. 'Cause I got towel wrapped up around my head, and I
Fuck.
know the stuff to me where I shouldn't have read.
I mean, no one wants to be in a situation like that. If you're holding on to baggage, this is exactly what that feels like. It's like, even if she's not in the room, she's still there. Woo! Hey.
Don't take friends to the back of my tour bus. Questions you never answer.
Oh.
Well, except for who's fucking you better. You got me lower and stand up.
I just love Renee's vocal abilities so much. Her ranges are so cool, and she's playing with like really cool spots right here, especially with the tone of this song. This whole vibe is everything. Woo! Damn. Man, it's just such a dangerous combo to have Heartbreak and mix it with, again, this kind of vocal delivery. Reneé just kills it on a ballad like this, especially anything that is emotionally driven, like we see it in her first record. I love that so much because that power just pushed behind so much of that message. You can feel the hurt, the pain, the sadness, and the confusion that all comes from the lyricism of the song. You can feel it in Reneé's voice. So when she goes into those higher ranges or those cool like vocal runs that I love so much, I feel like it's just so painful in that moment because you know it's fucking real. So I really appreciate the artistry to be able to do that. And to just like at the end of the day, I feel like anyone who's ever been in a relationship where somebody maybe had like a long-standing relationship prior, or just somebody that they really like had a thing for and maybe things just fell apart, especially if like someone really had a thing for somebody and the other person ended it. I feel like that is that kind of baggage that it's not necessarily your fault. However, it does seem in this situation like this person is maybe also still kind of talking with the other person as well. So that becomes toxic in its own spot. But like anyone who's ever been in this spot, like that pain of like, it's not necessarily your fault that you had all these, memories with somebody else. But at the same time, it's like, is this like that person's always in the room with us? It's like, is that memory just kind of like always around this house? Or, I just feel like it can become toxic in a way because that kind of baggage can come out, especially if the person has feelings for the other person, which Reneé is kind of implying here. So again, I love just how powerful she can give that message. And I really do love to hear her in a ballad like this, especially with like those solid bass lines. It's so sick. All right, sometimes.
You say that you care. Bring me to the party. At night, you say things you don't mean.
Ooh.
In the morning, and I won't play the part anymore. If I can't have you, then let me find someone else.
Ah!
I'm tired of being a good time. It's killing me having you sometimes.
Oh, it's just a continuation of why is she still here. So I feel like it hurts even more once you get to sometimes.
Thinking about the nights you're by her side.
Fuck.
So if you're gonna let me go, let me go. 'Cause getting over you's gonna take a toll.
Woo!
Let me find someone else. Good time. It's killing me having you sometimes.
Fuck. Renee's voice is so good.
Sometimes.
Woo.
And you don't owe me much more. But don't deny you and I feel a little different than we did on the first night.
Oh man, that is so R&B coded right there.
Sometimes I know what I signed up for.
Oof.
And you don't owe me much more. But don't deny you and I feel a little different than we did on the first night.
Oh.
But just
Oh.
tell me that I'm so dumb.
Yes.
And how if I can't have you, then let me find someone else. I'm tired of being a good time. It's killing me having you sometimes. Me having you sometimes.
Oh, that note at the end is just so, it's like a fucking dagger. So I don't know that it's exactly a continuation of the last track, although I do believe there is some similarities there, but I really feel like this song is just about being the other woman. And Reneé saying like, it's killing me to just be a fun time for you. I need more than just like physical intimacy with you. Like I feel like I either need to have a relationship with you or I need to leave. I need to move out and be on my own, or not move out, but I need to move on, be on my own, not have to deal with this, because there's almost nothing harder than being the maybe. You know what I mean? It's like, if I'm so great, to have a fun time, to want to hook up with, to want to spend time around, but I'm not great enough that you can give up the, other relationship that obviously you don't care as much about, considering that you're hooking up with me on the side, then I'm going to have to move on. You either got to tell me you love me or tell me to move on, because I can't do this anymore. And again, going back to what I already said, Renee's delivery in that is everything, because it's one thing to say the lyrics. It's another thing to make me feel them. I've been saying this forever. And I feel like somebody who has lived experiences like this, as it feels like Reneé does, and has all of this emotion built up in it, you're going to feel it come out in the vocals. And I love it so much because she has the perfect voice for that. Plus just like the subtle, I say subtle drums, they're heavy as fuck, but like the subtlety of just like popping them out and making it build up even more. The song feels so epic. I love it. All right, Kiss It, Kiss It. Man, so much cool bass.
I met a girl on the east side. I took her ass back to the valley. Hours later, I know my friends are calling like I'm dead.
Fucking cool vocals right there. Oh. Woo! I thought I knew the words right there. I don't. Oh God. Huh? She said, I mean, we can't, but we came so close. There we go. Oh, yeah. Hold on. That note is so good. Woo! This is what I'm talking about, dude. What a cool fucking vocal.
You're gonna kill me if you kiss me.
This is a banger. It's one of those songs that just have the best energy possible. This is one of the coolest choruses. It's got to be some of my favorite vocal moments from Reneé because it feels different from what I've heard from her in the past. I love the range she's singing in. Lyricism, obviously, this is fucking great. Just from the very beginning, how do you like your breakfast in the morning? Hot and on the bedroom floor or on the kitchen floor? One of those two. We know where we're going, and Reneé knows exactly what's happening, and she knows that this hookup, this moment of passionate whatever is going to take her to that next level. It could possibly kill her. I always think about that, like, because, you know, a lot of those moments can be so intense. You wonder, like, damn, like, there's no way that doesn't give people heart attacks and strokes and everything else because, you know, they couldn't make a baby, but they came pretty close. I feel like if you're putting that much effort in, I mean, it's just amazing. And with the right person, yeah, it could absolutely kill you. So come on and kiss it, kiss it. All right, this next track is Good Girl. Coming right after Kiss It, Kiss It is hilarious. I love that.
Can't be alone together. One hit and we don't know any better. Ooh, sunsets and yoga. Ooh, safe sex and no drugs. Ooh, until you showed up. Yeah, I was doing alright, being real good.
Oh, she said safe sex and no drugs until you showed up. Now I see where we're going with this.
Tonight, I promise I was just
Ugh.
someone drinking and leave like a grown-up. Until you showed up. Lift that to a little closer so I can just get a little
Hey.
tongue-tied and twisted and sentimental.
Oh, love that. Love that note right there.
I can just get a little tongue-tied and twisted and sentimental.
Woo!
Chip right in the
There's like a little bit of southern twang in there too.
someone drinking and leave like a grown-up.
Woo!
Until you showed up. I wasn't planning on dancing till the sun came
It's got that like 90s like rock, like radio rock ballad kind of going on here. Easy rock. Oh, the vibe is so good.
I promise. Just someone drinking and leave until you showed up.
Oh. Wait, do you hear that backing vocal right there?
Until you showed up.
Fucking so cool. Yeah, dude, so sick. Obviously, like in a track like this too, Good Girl, the lyricism just being like, anyone who's ever lived through this knows exactly what that's like. You feel like you've got it all under control, you got it all figured out, you're behaving, you know, whatever your version of behaving is. And you finally meet that person that basically like breaks you out of your shell. They take you out of this sort of like box that you've been living in. You start like experiencing life in a different way. And it's kind of cool because you learn a lot about yourself, but also like those relationships can really help you push forward. Even if that's something that doesn't end up being like a forever thing, those memories and kind of like the lessons that you learn in those situations. I'm not saying that like you get with somebody and there's like crazy thing, but you get with somebody that just makes you feel comfortable enough to just enjoy the things that are going on and kind of just be a part of it rather than being so worried about who you are or like what people perceive you as and stuff. At least that's how I get. That's like the message I get from this. Cause at the end of the day, I feel like if you're really feeling good about somebody, the vibe is good, you feel like love or you feel like appreciated by them or whatever, then you're willing to let your guard down and be whoever you want to be. And that's true love. If you ask me, I don't think it gets any more like romantic than being able to be yourself. All right. I Can't Have You Around Me Anymore. Ooh, moody. Oh, I love that fuzz too.
I get funny when you're around me. And I leave my own party.
I love when her voice is really vulnerable like this.
So I can't have you
Whew.
around me anymore.
Yeah, I love that. Oh,
Somehow we always end up naked. Nothing ever happens, but it still feels real good.
see, that might be real love then, because that's the thing is like, you when you're really in a relationship with somebody, when you have a lot of love for them, like as time goes on, like intimacy looks different over time. And sometimes again, just like I said in Good Girl, that ability to like have your guard down and just be yourself is the most romantic. This that statement really doesn't say it any better than that. The most vulnerable you're gonna feel is being completely fucking naked. But to feel that close to somebody, even when you're not being sexual with them, is real intimacy. That's real love.
Side, 'cause if it isn't me, it's her who's gonna close that door.
Oh,
A little too well, but she'll never be
oh,
someone I wish that I didn't know. And she'll never be you, but she keeps me on course. And
yes.
I'm not supposed to wonder if I should be yours.
Letting that play out too to end it is great. Honestly, by the end of the song, my biggest like thought process here is that she can't have this girl around her anymore, because if she does, like it seems to me based on some of the lyricism she said, that it's almost like if the girl that I'm with gives me an ultimatum, I know it'll be me. I know it will be me leaving for you, which means that it's like Renee's only staying in the relationship she's in because she just doesn't have the courage at that moment to tell the person that she's with that she has somebody else. She's found someone new. That's how good this relationship is that they have, but they can't be around each other anymore because obviously Renee's like, I already realized that the first step you take towards me, I'm leaving what I have. So I mean, that's also based on me hearing this for the first time, and I could absolutely be wrong, but I definitely feel like that's what I was getting in the lyricism. And again, that vulnerability of being able to be naked around somebody in a non-sexual way and it feel, safe and it feel comforting. And like, that is what real love is. And so I feel like maybe Reneé should probably end the relationship that she's in and be with this one rather than, not having that person around anymore, because you don't always get a lot of shots at real love in your life. And if this is based on a true story, I kind of feel like that might have been real love, Reneé. Just saying. I love the vulnerability of the vocals, especially for a song like this. I think that if you're going to hurt me or explain a time in which you were hurt, that's going to also hurt me to hear. You need to have this kind of passion and vulnerability and authenticity in the vocal, and you can hear it so much. I also love the vocal layering that's happening at the end, just things that are really pulling the mood. And this guitar riff is just so good. I'm so glad that they play it all the way out. All right, this is Shy. So guitar driven.
It's hard to make me nervous, to piss me off.
Hey, sick.
It's the ground you're walking on.
Fuck yeah.
What a good time, but on the inside,
I need sunglasses for this one. It's so cool.
don't ever really care when you're pulling my hair, baby, ruin my life. I want it bad, I swear.
Oh,
That I'm really not scared, just a little bit shy.
fuck yeah, dude. I love that she is just like not afraid to go in on this rock sound. There's definitely much more of that in this than I heard in her first record. So I really love that she really liked those sounds and wanted to do more of that, because this record has so much power behind it with all of these guitar driven like pop ballads. I'm super into it.
I'm violent when I'm sober too. Time to be alive, I'm good at
Woo!
keeping it cute, but on the inside,
Yes.
pulling my hair, baby, ruin my life.
Oh,
So shy. Well, come on and cross my heart.
Oh.
To die, I'm thinking I'll try yours and you'll try mine. I wanna mark it up like X and O. Can I take off all your clothes?
fuck yeah. That's so good. Wait, you got to bring that back. That high range from her is so good. Damn. Man, I really love this style. I do hope that like as her career continues to go, that she'll keep doubling down on that kind of vibe because I feel like her voice is just so good for that. It's so cool when you get somebody who has the range Reneé does. And like obviously with her having a theater background and stuff, I definitely feel like it aids in the did I just make that up? No, because she was definitely in like the new Mean Girls and she was singing and all that stuff. So okay, I feel like I'm right about that. But the reason I say that is she is good at putting the right emotion into each fucking like bar, which I think really works for a like definitely guitar driven ballad like this. It just feels so fucking cool coming from her. I don't know why. Because it just seems like her vibe. Again, any of the like interview clips I see from her, she just has this rebellious nature about her and it comes out in a song like that more than others. I also like the lyricism of the song because at the end of the day, it kind of just seems like there's all this stuff that I'm willing to get into. I can be mad, I can be angry, like I'll fight, whatever. I'm mean when I'm drunk, I'm mean when I'm sober too, all these things. But she's just trying to say like, but I'm just like, I'm a little shy before I get to that part. But once I get to that part, I'm me again, which goes right back to, again, being able to be around people that you can drop your guard down. But she's just saying she's a loose cannon, basically. Like she's just a little shy, but once you let her be herself, it's over for you. All right. This next track is called At Least I'm Hot.
I've tried being patient with my agent, but then I had a change of heart.
Oh.
I guess I even tried praying every day, and God didn't want to do his part.
He never does.
So am I.
Hey.
But if I can't be happy, then at least I'm hot.
Oh.
Rather be in my bed than just look at my flaws.
We're depressed and still shaking ass. There's just so many cool vibes happening here because I feel like I'm in like a super dimly lit bar, but it's one of those hybrid bars that are like half outside, half inside. And you got Reneé who shows up there and, maybe she's having a tough go at life right there. These are the visuals that I don't think exist, but this is what I'm seeing in this. And she's just strutting around in there. And even though she's sad, she might have a little tear in her eye, but she's like shaking it the whole time. And I feel like that's the vibe of At Least I'm Hot. I think that it's a mindset, right? It doesn't matter how you actually look. It's all personality. So even if you're fucking depressed and sad, you can make yourself feel hot. Put on your favorite outfit, do yourself up however you want to do yourself up and get out there and fucking strut through a hybrid bar. That's all I'm saying. Or Pearl Diver in Nashville.
Guarantee that
Woo!
I can't figure out.
Boom, 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 boom.
Make this crystal clear.
Yes.
I might be down, but I'm still bad. Yeah, how about that?
I may be down, but I'm still bad. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's all just a mindset.
Yeah, how about that?
That reminds me of Kesha so much. Oh. The drum section is so cool. I love how bass driven this song is as well. It gives me a much more of like almost like a disco dance kind of vibe. It definitely has a different sound than the rest of the album, I feel like, at least based on the songs that we've listened to so far. But I love that even though the sound of the song or the sound of the music is very different, the message is still the same. I feel like Reneé, I mean, to be able to always be just unapologetically yourself over a song, I think is really cool. And in this too, I love like all of like breaking of the wall down and like laughing in the song. All that stuff is so cool because it seems so real. And based on my limited knowledge of Reneé, it is so her character outside of the music as well. And of course, having a song with this sort of message of just uplifting you and remembering that even when things suck, you're still hot. And even you, if you think you're not hot, you're fucking hot. It just is what it is. It's a mindset. It's a state of mind. It's a place you want to be. It is bliss within yourself, even if your life is sucking at the time. At least you can shake that ass. You know what I'm saying? All right. I think I like you better when you're gone. Are we about to get sad?
I know that I'm supposed to miss you and wish that you were here, but the more I drink, the more I think you might just disappear.
Yeah. Oh.
I got a funny feeling something's wrong.
This might be one of my favorite things she does with her voice. She brings that R&B inspiration out, but she just does it so well because she puts so much like body on each word. It's really cool.
You better when you're out of sight, out of mind, even with the shit that you don't like. Get back, admit that it makes me sad. Count down the days in a different way.
Oh, this is such a good style for her too.
Know that I'm
Oh,
and I wish that you were here.
those backing vocals.
Think I like you better when you're gone.
Fuck. That's the vibe we were looking for right there. Let's go. This is my favorite song on the record. Yes. Oh, that right there. So you hear the harmonies go, right? And it sounds so fucking cool. And then it goes back to Reneé with just her vocal. But I just love the composition of this section right here. Woo! Fuck, this song is too short. Leave it to me to have my favorite song on the album be the shortest song on the album. Nope, it is longer than Leave Me Alone by 2 seconds. Either way, criminally too short for what it is. This is all of the best elements that I would want for this style. I love it so much. I love that the first probably minute of this, maybe a little less, is straight up just acoustic and a little bit of bass in the back and Renee's voice. That isolation with this R&B approach is everything I could have asked for and then some. This chorus, easily my favorite chorus on this record. Not only just because you have this amazing, just fucking perfect harmony that comes right out of the gate with that. What harmony, but just really cool layers that come out of the gate with the vocals. But just the whole composition of this chorus is incredible. And I think that this is just, it's kind of crazy because the versatility of Renee's gnarly, because I would really like classify a lot of her stuff as just being like really guitar driven pop. But then like you get a track like this, which is so R&B coded and she nails it. And you realize that her versatility is just insane. So this is my favorite song by a long shot. And these songs are great, but I just really, and also like, maybe it just goes back to her being so good at pushing that emotion in each track. But this is one of those tracks that like immediately you just feel the vibe, you know, right away what we're getting into. And it's not just because the song title, it's because everything was just perfectly chosen for this. So love that. All right. That's so funny.
Loaded the chamber with secrets only you knew. Look at the mess you made. What a mess. It's comical at best. Yeah, that's so funny, baby, that you would tell it like that. Play it all back and skip every part where I loved you.
Oh, the haunting keys with that bass.
Now everyone has you got a better shot with God than you do with me.
If you're looking for closure, you got a better shot with God than you do with me is such a mood.
Go back and skip every part where I loved you.
Fuck.
And loved you, and loved you, I loved you. And you love the attention it got you.
Woo.
My love's twisted to a fuck you. Yeah, that's so fun.
I feel like I'm listening to a conversation between two people that is not my business. You know what I mean? Like that just seems so fucking real. So again, I don't know anything about Renee's personal life, especially her dating life. So no idea who this would be about, but that's fucking real. Anybody who's ever been in a relationship where once it ends, obviously both sides will end up talking to somebody about the relationship. And it's kind of crazy, not crazy. Again, maybe it's just human nature for people to tell that story in a way where it kind of, you know, leaves out all the parts that were good and really only focuses on the bad. It's sort of like the tell is old as time, but it also sucks every time that when relationships end and people talk. I feel like sometimes the story somewhere in the middle might be true, but because you leave out so much of the good stuff too. So you're telling everybody all the bad things, you're painting a picture of somebody, but you forget the parts where things were good because you don't just end up in a long relationship if you never had any feelings there to begin with to spark that. So I love this though because Renee's so real about this. Like again, that authenticity just shines through in all the best ways. And sometimes, when people say like, you can tell me something, but you should show me. This is the equivalent of somebody showing you how they feel about that. She got her whole heart on her sleeve in this. I love when she takes it into those power vocals at the end because just like in I think I Like You Better When You're Gone, where we had those R&B vibes and I was loving that so much. She fits this style of this very vulnerable ballad at the same time. Not a lot going on with the instrumentation, just this really haunting key, and really sets a cool atmosphere for this. And I just love the power that Renee's able to deliver. Again, a tale as old as time. I feel like every breakup, this is something that happens, but I just, she mentioned the lawyer and all these other things. So I don't know how like real the story is, because I don't know enough about it. You guys can let me know in the comment section though, because I am curious that, you don't like my lawyer, but he likes you or something. I don't know if maybe she sued somebody or if it's just like a metaphor, but either way, love it. All right, last track. You'd Like That, Wouldn't You?
If I drive to your spot and my tits spilled out on my cherry top and apologize for a lot, would you like that? Would you like that? If I sat on your couch and I cried my pretty little blue eyes out, begging, baby, please take me back.
I love all the giggles. Oh, yeah. Woo. Oh, yeah. Oh, I want to be in a car listening to this so bad right now. It's a driving song.
Ever cheat again.
Oh! This is one of those songs where I wish I already knew all the words because I already want to sing this as loud as I possibly can in my car. Fuck. Oh, yes. I'm obsessed. The thought of getting, did she say the thought of getting back together makes me want to die alone?
If I cut my heart out of my chest and bled out in my living room.
Yes, let's go. Oh, yeah. Y'all already know that little break right there. This is so fucking good. Yeah, that's fucking holy shit. All right. So I definitely know my two favorites on this. And that is absolutely fuck. That is so good. That's everything that I'm talking about when I talk about these pop or these guitar driven pop centric ballads that she does. This is it right here. It's like, I want to be in a car screaming this as loud as I possibly can. I want to be moshing in my seat as I'm driving safely, of course, and I'll be going the speed limit, but it'll be really hard to do those things because I'm going to feel the intensity. And that's exactly what this song gives me in all the best ways. I think that no matter what style she does, this will always be the one that I fall back on the hardest. Again, that's why I said, like in Shy, I hope that she continues this journey with this style of music. The reason being is she's got the perfect personality to match this, to make it feel authentic and real. I just really love these, like, again, guitar driven ballads. I'm just super into them. And her voice is so cool. She can take it, to that next level. She can take it to that powerful range. She can go up higher. She can give all the things you want to give the right intensity for this style of music. And I love it. And this is I'm literally out of breath. Like, I'm so hyped on this song right now. I like, with a track list that has been this good, it's like, at what point are we gonna like lose some of the momentum? You know what I mean? Like, at what point are we gonna, like, I don't know, sometimes like you get to the middle of a record or towards the end and it slows down a little bit. But even with the songs that were like, I think I Like You Better When You're Gone and That's So Funny, those songs still felt to me, even though they were slower tempo or whatever, they still felt powerful to me. She really kept like that momentum all the way through. And then to end it with You Like That, Wouldn't You, I think is the best way to top this off. So I absolutely love that. There's a pretty, so I noticed, like, from the first record to this one, it kind of seemed like Snow Angel was a little bit more about like multiple topics going around, like dealing with her life and dealing with just different things kind of going on. This felt a little bit more relationship heavy, and I kind of appreciate that because that the album title being Bite Me, which I feel like there should have been a track for Bite Me too, but the album title being Bite Me has a certain attitude to it, right? And I love that, like, I feel like a relationship or heart related things, heartbreak or loving somebody or whatever, can bring that sort of like feeling out of you, that bite me kind of attitude. And this really feels like a middle finger in a way, but at the same time, I love the just reality that she gives us as she's talking about in Why Is She Still Here, and I Can't Have You Around Me Anymore, and I Think I Like You Better When You're Gone, and That's So Funny. I don't know if she's talking about the same person, but there are a lot of similarities that are going on with those lyrics, I felt like. But starting it off with Leave Me Alone, which I felt like was just kind of a middle finger to everyone, while Renee's trying to do her thing in her own lane. You know what I'm saying? I just being able to put that giant middle finger up to everybody, I think is fucking rad. I also really like for example, I felt like the vibe in Kiss It, Kiss It is so good. I love the lyricism in Good Girl because I feel like when you find a relationship that lets you let your guard down, it's fucking sick. I love Shy because she's saying like, I'm all these things. You just got to break me out of my shell a little bit. There's just so many cool things to check out on this record already on first listen. And I love that. And again, while I feel like there's a big difference from Snow Angel, I actually like that because I feel like Snow Angel, while there was a lot of in-depth, like introspective type lyricism and stuff, I feel like Bite Me is a little bit more on that relationship heavy feel, which honestly, it's like the perfect summer vibe too. So I'm so glad that it came out in August and didn't wait until like October or something, because then I wouldn't be able to drive around to You'd Like That, Wouldn't You for the rest of the summer. I hope you guys liked today's video. If you did, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you want to see the full album listening party where we jam the whole record. I don't cut anything out of it. You guys can check that out on Patreon. Links in the description. I've also got her first record there as well. Thank you guys so much for hanging out and stopping by. Let me know in the comment section your favorite tracks on this record. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.